Music Lounge today is Bob Schneider. He is a songwriter from a town known for songwriters, Austin, Texas. Mountain listeners have heard Bob Schneider's songs before on the mountain. Come with me tonight. Bullets, Big Blue Sea, and most recently 40 Dogs. Bob's playing the Tractor Tavern tonight. Please welcome Bob Schneider to the Carter Subaru Mountain Music Lounge. Bob Schneider in the Carter Subaru Mountain Music Lounge today. Hi, Bob.
Hi.
Would you do the honors of introducing your band?
I will do the great honor of introducing this fine group of musicians up here. We have Ollie Steck, ladies and gentlemen, from Austin, Texas, on the accordion and trumpet. Harmony Kelly on the bass, guitar, and vocals. From the Subaru Austin stage, Conrad Chacroon. And Mr. Paul Mercurio on the electric guitar.
I want to mention again that Bob is playing in town tonight at the Tractor Tavern. That first song you played, The Bring Down, is from your last album, Lovely Creatures. Now, I heard there was some gamesmanship that went into some of the songs that ended up on the album, and I'm wondering if you can between you and some other songwriters, and I'm wondering if you can describe the game.
Well, it's well, what ended up the Bring Down actually played for the Stros for a while, but then got traded to the Seattle Seahawks, and it was quite controversial at the time because the song was such a strong player in the game that a lot of folks from Houston took offense when the song moved over to the Seattle team. But I think the folks in Seattle really enjoy it, and it's done well for that team. Oh, are those two different types of sports? I don't know anything about sports. I guess I just messed up somehow. I don't think songs they're not necessarily, doesn't matter if it's a football or a baseball. Let's move on to the next question.
Did you write some songs? Have you written some songs with Jason Mraz, another friend of the Mountain?
You know, I haven't written any songs with him. We did a songwriting game for a while with some other musicians as well, where we pick a word or a phrase and then we each write our own song.
Hey, we got the answer to our question. That's what I was asking about. So one of the songs on the album, Bicycle versus Car, is that one of the songs that came from the game?
It is. It is.
How does the game work exactly?
Well, are we talking about the song game or the
Yes.
the game that I was referring to earlier? Well, it works this way. We pick a word or a phrase, and then, like, for instance, that song, the phrase was bicycle versus car, which my friend Billy Harvey came up with, which I thought was a really difficult phrase to work into a song, but I was able to do it because I'm a pro, and I'm that creative. And so when it came time to hear his song, which he played for me after I played in mine, I realized about halfway through the song that I might not actually hear the phrase in the song, and sure enough, the song ended and there was the phrase mentioned once in the song, at which point I proceeded to punch him in the face.
So does everyone get the same phrase, and then you all have to write a song that has that phrase in it?
Or not. But yeah, you're supposed to use the phrase in the song.
The rules of this game are very complicated. I don't think I would make a very good songwriter.
They're similar to Jenga.
All right, well, why don't we hear another song, whether or not it was part of this game? That's up to you.
I don't know anything about Jenga, I just like saying that word. You don't get to say Jenga a lot in radio interviews, I've discovered. This might be the first use of the word. This next song is not called Jenga. What are we gonna do? Should we do James Brown's I've Got Soul and I'm Super Bad?
Let's do that.
I got soul and I'm super bad. I got soul and I'm super bad. Like a milkman walking down the street, white pants and bonnet, please show me the money, I'll show you the money, that's right. You swear your ass in a passport picture, make a good time, don't mind a good time, you know. Want a good time now. Hand me the thing, I gotta change the channel then. You taking a chance, putting that brick in your pen, I got soul. And I'm super bad. Woo! I got soul. Yeah. And I'm super bad. I'm always ready. Loose like spaghetti, ready for the cleaning all up in my head. Love it from the counter. Ladies pushing the shopping, cause I've always got hot biscuits, bacon in my oven. And the man pushing the fan. Love standing, and I'm freestyling. And I've even got the words of a don't really know what you heard. Oh, baby, I got soul. And I'm super bad. Yeah.
Mountain Music Lounge and at the Tractor Tavern tonight. When we saw each other backstage at Bonnaroo, we had a brief chat about opera. And because I learned back there that your father was an opera singer, which I did not realize. And I'm wondering did you and your father sing together when you were a child?
We did. Well, he would play guitar and I would sing, or I would play guitar and sing. I guess we probably sang some stuff together, but besides being an opera singer, he played guitar and sang his whole life. Was like he was like on TV as a kid playing music, so he played music his whole life, and then he taught me how to play guitar when I was just a little whippersnapper, probably like 4 or 5, and then so I've been playing ever since.
So what kind of things would you sing as a kid with your dad? What kind of songs?
A big hit was Billy, Don't Be a Hero. I would do that with my sister, and she would do the chorus, you know, the Billy, don't be a hero, don't be a fool with your life. We didn't know what that song was about. I guess it was about going off to war and getting killed and stuff, but as a kid it was kind of cool. We didn't know much as a kid.
Well, so your father would head out in the evening and perform at, was he a tenor?
He was a bass. That was his chosen.
Would you guys go to the opera?
We did go to the opera as a kid, which as a kid is not your first choice. I think it goes Chuck E. Cheese 1, McDonald's 2, and then like 100,000 different things, and at the bottom of the list it's like getting killed in a car accident, and then opera.
Would you have to like dress up in a little teeny tiny tuxedo and
they would just
sister in white gloves?
They would take us there naked to the opera, which made it even more uncomfortable. When you're 8 years old and you're naked in an opera theater, trust me, that's what makes me good at what I do today.
So as a child, you weren't such a big opera fan. Did you grow to love it and appreciate what your dad did?
Not so much. That nudity at the opera will really stop you from digging something.
And primarily, you were raised in Germany, or did you travel all over Europe, or mostly Germany?
We traveled all over Europe, but our home base was in Germany the whole time.
And how is it that you became so identified as an Austin musician?
I think it's because I live in Austin. But it could be because of my extensive knowledge of sports.
A lot of sports teams from Austin.
Or it could be my mastery of Jenga. I don't know. I think it's mainly because it's basically you could fit all of Austin into this conference room. So it's because I'm really great.
Well,
I don't know.
Speaking of
Let me
being
answer
great
that question
in Austin,
3 more ways.
No, speaking of being great in Austin, you are often, year after year, nominated for Austin Music Awards. And in fact, for your last album, Album of the Year, and Song of the Year for 40 Dogs. And I'm wondering if, is there a little jealousy in Austin? Are they like, oh man, another year with Bob Schneider, I wish he wouldn't put out a record this year?
Pretty much. It's pretty much the way it is. They're like, man, I wish that guy would die because he's so good. We don't want him stealing all our fire. Die, Bob Schneider.
On that note, let's hear another song. Bob Schneider in the Carter Subaru Mountain Music Lounge.
What was the song I know we're gonna end up doing? Was there a song that there was? I thought there was one. Oh, Big Blue Sea. Well, I woke up in a stupor. I guess it's time to face the pooper. Sometimes I feel like Superman. Sometimes I'm just recuperating. My head is twisting in its cage. My mind feels like a 20 gauge. Oh, I hope it's just a passing stage. My heart ain't read its page. It's days like this that burn me, turn me inside out and learn me not to tell anything. Think I know, think I tell you all that I have. I try to tell you all about it, and thought you might have never doubt it. And every day is a waste, I know, every day is a fool. Cutting out, feeling lost my mind on Mr. Frost. Collected all the evidence, I'm off the edge, I'm off the fence. It's days like this, they burn me, turn me inside out, and I got to tell you anything. I think I know, well I think I tell you all that I know. I don't wanna be alone, I wanna be a stone. I just wanna sink down to the bottom, shine a light with you so long. I don't wanna see just you. I don't wanna see. I'm sick and I'm screwed, living and I'm drowning. I get around, sometimes I think I'm gonna make it, sometimes I fake it. It's like this that burn me, turn me inside out and let me tell anything that I think I know, but I think I'll tell you more than I know. It's everywhere I've been, my mind is getting weird, but it's clear that my feel much better than something like it all. I'm true happiness and I'm trying so I'm not done off that. This just wasn't good enough. I hate this stuff, and it's like this that burn me, turn me inside out and burn me nice and tell me anything that I think I know, but I think I tell you all that I know. Don't wanna be alone, I just wanna be a stone. I just wanna sink down to the bottom of the ocean. I know with you till I'm gone. At the bottom of the blue sea, just you and me. Bottom of the blue sea. The bottom of the blue sea, just you and me. The bottom of the blue sea. Like this. cymbals back there. That's some amazing work. Thanks, Bob. The illusion of cymbals. Conrad Chakrin on the drums. That was incredible. Illusionist.
Bob Schneider is with us today in the Carter Subaru Mountain Music Lounge, and tonight at the Tractor Tavern. That was an older song, but I hear you have a new album in the works. What is it called?
It's called, I don't know what it's called yet, but we're thinking about calling it, well, we came up with, what was the title we came up with yesterday? The Waterfall Down into the Future? Oh no, Waterfall Down into the past? We're working on it.
We'll give you some time to work that out. When is it? When should we expect it?
Sometime in the spring, I imagine. It usually takes a while to roll out records, but probably this spring.
Well, let's talk about 40 Dogs. I absolutely love that song. We played it here a lot on the mountain, and I just watched the video for it for the first time last night.
Oh.
And it has all of my favorite things in it: dogs, kids, and cupcakes.
Oh yeah.
Now, you wouldn't expect that because it was directed by Robert Rodriguez, who's the guy who made Machete and Grindhouse. So, how did you meet Robert?
I met him. I don't know how I met him, actually. I think I met him at a party a while back, and then we traded information, and then I saw something that reminded me of him or something, and I just emailed him, and then we were emailing back and forth, and he invited me down to Troublemaker Studios, which is there in Austin, and showed me around, and then showed me the Machete trailer, and I thought that it'd be kind of a cool thing to like cut up some of the Machete footage and put it to the 40 Dogs music. I thought it'd be a nice mashup, but he couldn't do it because he just sold the movie to Sony or whoever, and but he offered to make a video if I needed one, so he got a crew together and spent like just 2 days, like a weekend, shooting it. He loves doing like really quick little projects like that, so we did it, and he called in a friend of his, Kat Edmondson. No, not Kat Edmondson. What's her name? Well, oh man, I should know that chick's name. Oh, Kat Demmings.
Yeah, she was in. What did I see her?
She was in Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist.
Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist, right?
Yeah.
She's very beautiful.
I didn't think she was hot at first. I mean,
but this is live, right?
No, I know, that's fine. Believe me, she's not listening to this, trust me. Anyways, but she grew on me, like at first I was like, no, and then, but after a while I'm like, oh, and then, but I'd never worked with an actual actress before in a movie, major movie.
Well, it is like a movie because you're making movies in the video.
Yeah, it was like a really short, great movie, and
so you grew to like her.
Well, here's the deal: in the video, she's supposed to be my girlfriend and be in love with me, and so as soon as we started filming, she acted like she was in love with me, and I was like, I think this girl will grow. I said, I think she likes me, and then I was like, I think I'm married. And then, I mean, like, even when, like, the camera would stop rolling, she'd be, like, giving me, like, the stink eye and stuff. I'm like, man.
No, I believe they call it the googly eyes.
Bug eye, stink eye, it's all the same. And, and so I was like, man, I think I'm good to go here. And then, literally, the very last shot, she came up to me of the video, and she's like, we're breaking up. And, turned off the Google eye, and then that was it. And then she was just like cold as ice. Like I've never experienced it. And I was like literally, like all of this was internal. On the outside, very flat affect. On the inside, I fell in love, and then my heart was shattered. And then I was suicidal, really for about 45 minutes to an hour and 15 minutes. And then I got over it. But it was horrible. Those actors...
Yeah, it's like a relationship compressed into 3 minutes and 32 seconds.
It was, and it was... I can't watch that video.
Can you play the song for us? Because I really love that song.
Yes.
If you get it out, if I spell it out, will you hear me when I tell you about what I have to say before it gets too late? It's not easy as I said it'd be, but there's something right about you and me. Something right about you and me. Feel the color of a vertebra, the color of a sideways look from another color of carbon and comic book, color of a storm tune, color of the moon. You're the color of the night, that's right. The color of a fight, you move me. Color of the color part and the Wizard of Oz movie. But like Romeo and Juliet, we're like polka dots. Cigarettes, we're like good times we haven't yet. I can't tell you where we're gonna be when the whole world falls into the sea. We'll be living ever after. All the boys taking you for granted, tell you what they're wrong with their eyes off slant, and I don't like the way they look at you. I don't like the way they talk to you. I don't like the way they talk to you. Wouldn't let them talk to you like that. Put them up high, reach for the ceiling, tumble down and walk down, but I'm here, ain't no crime. The strangers stealing anything to get them on this feeling. You take the high and I take the low. Get down before you know we ain't got much time to waste. We got too much life to take. Like Romeo and Juliet, we're like polka dots. Cigarettes were like good times that haven't yet. I can't tell you where we're gonna be when the whole world falls in. To see we'll be living ever after. Sometimes you remind me of a moonbeam, on the ghost of a moonbeam, down on the beach, down by the coast, just slipping through the net like the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Come out tonight, come out with me, baby. Throw the cabin into the cage. Turn the sky back into a sky blue. Turn the crochet into a whoo. When I say it's true, I go back out of bars, sometimes. Like Romeo and Juliet, we're like polka dots. Cigarettes were like good times. Haven't yet. I can't tell you where we're gonna be when the whole world falls in. To see we live in ever. Ollie Stack, ladies and gentlemen, on the harmonica. It's really there's three types of harmonica. There's the Bob Dylan harmonica, which is a good flavor. There's blues harmonica, which is also a good flavor. And then there's that weird 70s, everybody's looking at me harmonica. Everybody's, Midnight Cowboy. And nobody does that better than Ollie Stack. But it really reminds me of maybe when I was being, I don't know, sexually abused or something as a child or something, but it brings up really strong bad feelings inside me. But in a good way. I don't think I was sexually abused. And I'm not gay. I don't think.
Well, listen, we were going to wrap, but you're putting on your accordion. You want to do one more song?
I think we should.
Let's do one more song. What do you say?
Yeah.
Bob Schneider, courtesy of Mountain Music.
Let's do do a song from the new record. This is called Let the Light In. Wicked witches Cincinnati pulled out of old rooms, took dusted off spiders and cobwebs and used it to fly on up to Seattle for the weekend, 'cause she thought it'd be time to do some freaking. Been so long since she didn't feel sad, not spending all her time making people feel bad no more. Now she's made up her mind, put on that old dress and get herself looking real fine. All up in the club, drinking Hennessy all night. Oh, yes, I was confused all night. Get your hair down, get your heart down, get the light in, get the light in. Walked in, show me what you got. Light and empty, open the tin man. Then started playing this. Next thing you know, there was magic in the air. No one saw it coming, was it too? Tin man, I don't know how to do this. Maybe you could show me how. Kept spinning around, it's always done before. People in the clubs that don't prepare, too bad in the witch, they didn't care. No, don't give a damn what other people say. Those who don't want, it's always spinning. It's real warm, it will be forever. Our pleasure. Thanks for having us.
Tonight at the Tractor Tavern and with the new album. We're all looking forward to it coming this spring. Thank you so much for being here. Bob Schneider, everybody. Happy birthday.
33. Jesus' his age. Excited. Yeah, cool.